I'ma keep the door open. Yo, hello again. It's me. This is my attempt at consistency in vlogging. No, I want to do this. Girl, if I'm forcing myself to do something, it's not gonna end well. We'll see. Today, here's the thing. I have some friends visiting from outside the country, and today originally they're like, oh, we're gonna go to Seoul and we're gonna go to Hongdae. And so I was like, oh, I did want to go to the new originally, because on social media I saw that the Gentle Monster, that company, they made like this giant ass fucking, what do they call it, like the house or something, nowhere house or some shit like that. They made this giant building in Seongsu, and I was like, hey, okay, whatever. I probably not the type of place I would visit anyway. You would think as a content creator I'd be like all up on that shit, but girl, that's not me anymore. But I did really like the desserts that they had at their Nudake cafe, which I tried to look. I told my friend, I was like, oh, I want to go visit there and try the desserts, but I think that closed so that the new big ass building could open. So I was like, okay, let's go. But no, I went to bed at 6 a.m. I went to bed at 6 a.m. So no hope there for me. It's already 3 p.m. So at this point, they're probably heading over to Hongdae. So we're going to Hongdae. Yo, Hongdae's a one. Every time my friends are like, oh, can you suggest any place to go? Girl, I don't know what. The thing is, the issue with Korea and getting suggestions on places to go is that you can say, oh, you should go visit here. But straight up, within depending on the time frame, it could be gone within the next 2 or 3 months. So it's kind of pointless at this point trying to suggest places. I'm pretty sure if you go back in the day and look at all the places that used to be hot with all the vloggers back in the day to try and confirm if they're still there, they're probably not fucking there anymore. It's the naming cushion. One of the friends was visiting from Japan, and she asked me oh, do you want anything from Japan? And I don't really need anything there because usually I can just get it here in Korea. But there's one thing which again I can get in Korea, but since she was already on the way here, I was on TikTok and some girl that lives in Japan was like, oh my god, this particular mask here, it's so, she calls it white tanning, so basically brightening your skin. Girl, out of curiosity, I got it because my neck, especially right now, what I really wanted it for was in the back of my neck. It's okay now since I've been indoors for so long that the tan on the back of my neck evened out. But you guys, if you watch my videos and I'm doing someone else's makeup, you can see how tan the back of my neck is. I kind of wanted it for that. But yesterday I tried it all over my face, and honestly, I don't feel like I did anything. I don't want to try and gaslight myself into thinking, oh, I felt like my skin's a little bit brighter, but I only used it one time, right? But this girl made it sound like, one use and you're already this pale goddess or some shit. So I like the way it makes my skin feel. To get chokchoke. So I'm going to probably use it more often, as just skincare rather than oh, I'm trying to brighten my skin. Because I also thought it would help with pigmentation. Again, I've only used it once, so I can't really say too much about it. But 그냥 그렇다고. For today's concept, it's not really a concept. It's usually what I'll do is I'll pick a particular color or product I want to use and just base the whole makeup off of that. And for today's makeup, I was gonna use, because I've been obsessed with this House of Her blush ever since I tried it, number 5, the Evening Whisper. Yeah, fucking broke by the way. It's very creamy, so I smushed it. Anyway, so something like a deep rosy tone, right? And so I picked out a bunch of other makeup, but then I was I wasn't feeling it, so I was never mind the blush. But then I remember that I bought this lippy from Hemeko at the store. It's a keychain. At the time I didn't have a lippy on me and my lips were fucking dry, so I just went there and bought this because it was the same day as the Hapa Christine event. Hapa Christine? And they gave us a coupon for 50% off or something. I was like, let me just fucking use it. So I went there, I just got this lippy because you already know, I have every fucking AOU. I already have all that. So I want to try this one. Be Vegan Fluffy Plumper. Be on Time. Oh, Be on Time is the brand. And number 3, Milk Grape. So I thought the two would go together. And then I just pulled out a random eyeshadow palette that fit the tones. And girl, I feel like this format for 3C, this is giving nostalgia, girl. This probably didn't come out that long ago. Maybe 2-3 years ago. But this whole Not Girl, remember when the 3x3 palettes had the girls in a fucking chokehold, girl? Sis. Yeah, I had to be there, girl. You had to motherfucking be there. Usually when I'm taking a shower, I like to put on, of course, I've been trying to find those long TikToks. I've been trying to find those when I can just go on YouTube. I just go on YouTube and I'll look up a long video to watch while I'm taking a shower because ADHD, girl, ADHD. But today, what I did was use I pulled out my vinyl player. I got into vinyl records at the beginning of the pandemic because there's a vinyl store nearby my house. Became friends with the owner. Super into vinyls because I loved. Actually, where it started was it was Christmas at the time. It was during COVID. It was Christmas and I stopped by the vinyl store and I was like, oh, you know what? There was a Charlie Brown Christmas vinyl. And I was like, you know what? Let's get into the holiday mood because I didn't really feel like decorating too much. I had like a little tree, but I was like, without having to do too much, how can I further the holiday vibes? This Christmas record, baby. So I bought that. I bought a cheap record player, and that's where me and my 2 other roommates, we suddenly got into our vinyl era. There's gonna be a bunch of records. So I pulled that. It's been a while, of course, because as with any like sort of like, oh, I'm feeling this vibe, it comes and goes, right? You know, for me, it stopped like maybe 2 years ago, but I pulled it out again. Now that I live alone, I can just shower with the bathroom door open, and where I put my vinyl record player is like right next to the bathroom. So I don't know. It was nice. Just vibes, y'all. Just vibes. I put on that Bruno Mars and what is it? Let me see. Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, Silk Sonic. Love her. Very nice getting ready with me music type of shit. Excuse me. Fucking hair on my face. Speaking of hair on the face, I feel like when I'm doing my makeup videos, I always get eyelashes or some kind of hair on my face. But in the middle, when I'm filming the video, I think it's my ADHD or it's my self-diagnosed ADHD. I see the hair. I'm like, oh, I should probably take that off. But I'm so in the groove of speaking in the video that I just, you know, I'm like, I'll fix it at the end. Well, I forget to fix it at the end. And in my glam shots, I can see the fucking hair. A friend of mine, he's currently on the show called Just Makeup. It's kind of like the Korean version of the Netflix show in the UK with like the makeup competition show. It's like that. It's called Just Makeup. All the judges, one of them is Isabe, who is a popular Korean makeup YouTuber. My idol Chung Sam-bul and Oh Ki-sam, you know, the one that makes these brushes. She works at Wiwi Atelier, Taeyeon's makeup artist. There's another guy there whose name I'm not familiar with, but they're judges of the show. My friend is on this show competing as a contestant. There's a recent episode that came up and it was like versus another makeup artist, and I won't spoil it or anything, but they were showing up close shots and one of the models had an eyelash on his face, and I was just like, that's so relatable. Although something that kind of disturbed me a little bit because it's sort of like his shtick, my friend's shtick on the show. My friend, he has been on my YouTube channel, so you might know him. It was very much like pitting, because he's like a obviously younger makeup artist. He has a shop in Seongsu. Because there's such a variety of like creators and like old school makeup artists on the show, they pitted him in this particular challenge against an older, well-known makeup artist. If you know, back in the day, Sun and Park, remember the fucking Sun and Park beauty water that took over K-beauty? One of the makeup artists, it was a duo of 2 makeup artists. One of them, that was his competition for this particular challenge. But the way they label it, it's kind of like the Masked Singer, where everyone has like, they don't really use their name. They have like an alias or kind of like a nickname or like just a name they use to refer to them that isn't their real name. With my friend, it was like Song Dong Prince, because he's kind of like, he looks like an idol. I forgot the exact name that they gave the other guy, but for this challenge, they were calling it like old versus young. And I was like, what? I don't know how I would feel about being referred to as like old, because it was like old something versus young something. And I was like, if it was like old school versus new school or something like that, I would understand. But the name was very much giving like, delete it old, delete it bald, versus young, fine, fresh pussy. Like, what? The show's available on Coupon Play, but he did say the show will go up on Amazon Prime later on this month, I think. And he said don't watch it yet because he wants to film a reaction with me, which we're filming like next week, I think. I just got a text from my friend. She said that they're going to stay in Seongsu longer, so gives me some time. I was rushing a little bit. Eye primer is one of those fucking steps that is so essential for me. It's actually quite fast and easy to do, but I think because it's so quick and easy to do, it makes it more annoying to do. So there are many days where I'm like, oh, whatever, skip primer, just put on the eyeshadow. But then throughout the day when my eyeshadow's creasing, I remember, oh, that's why I use eyeshadow primer. Girl, this is my top favorite. To be honest, this Smashbox, I use this a lot. If you watched me for many years, you would have seen the original version of this. This is the renewed version. They generally feel the same, but I did feel like the older version was like way more like intense in like mattifying the lid. This one feels a little bit more creamy and not as drying, but my eyeshadow still looks good and lasts long, but it feels different. It's not the same. I don't know if because they were trying to make it vegan or something. You know, ever since brands started taking talc out of their stuff due to regulations, right? Due to regulations, and everything's trying to be vegan. You know, I feel like a lot of formulas have just gone down the shitter in terms of longwear. You know, sometimes you need those chemicals, those minerals. It's kind of like, speaking of mineral, oh my god, did y'all ever get into Bare Minerals? If you were a millennial, I guess, you would have seen all those motherfucking infomercials on Bare Minerals, girl. So they made that shit look so good. So eventually, when it became because back then in the day, I was like, I had no idea about how to order shit. The 20-track album, like a Christmas album, or like now this is what I call music, 24. But you have to like order it on the TV. I never knew how to fucking do that shit. So then Bare Minerals became available offline. I think at the time I was in San Diego, my hometown. At the naval base, they had it on like a counter in the PX in the store. So I bought it. Girl, it's probably because my acne was super bad back then. Because the advertisement made it sound like it was like the best thing ever, and that even if you have acne, it would give you like full coverage. Like, the swirl tap buff technique that they'd be talking about. But it was like the amount of product that they put into the lid. Girl, you know how much fucking powder I use now. This shit, I'd be like dunking that shit in, right? But with there, it was like, and you put you dip the brush in, but it's like this much powder. So in the advertising, they have like full coverage. Girl, not gonna do my eyebrows today because haven't you ever heard of? If you have a really long nose, one thing you can do to kind of, of course it depends on the structure of your face, but one thing you can do to kind of make it look like your nose is a little bit shorter, besides all this contouring, is taking like a matte, these fucking matte highlighting shades and putting it pretty wide right here between your brows. So it looks like rather than the nose starting here, it starts more over here, and that overall makes your nose look shorter. The other day I saw TikTok talk about like, it wasn't a serious TikTok. It was just one of those ones where they have like a slow motion like expression while there's like a song playing in the back and there's like just text on the video, and it was talking about like, oh, when my long face baddies are trying so hard to use those like techniques that you'll often find in K-beauty or C-beauty to make their face look shorter, like Agusai and stuff. And I guess, I see what she was talking about. Oh, let's celebrate our natural features, which totally get it. But also, it's kind of like any makeup style in any part of the world is always trying to manipulate the face in some kind of way. Unless you're doing super, super like clean girl, whatever makeup, like literally straight up like concealer and chapstick, you're always gonna find people applying makeup in a way to alter their face to some degree. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Oh god, no. I look like Ariana Grande on the Wicked press tour. Oh my god, speaking of Wicked, I cannot fucking wait to see Wicked 2. I believe it drops in Korea. It is released on November 19. I don't know if that premieres earlier or later than other places in the world, but girl, I'm so fucking excited. I'm so excited. I will say, I feel like all the hype with Wicked, a lot of the well-known songs, a lot of the well-known like story tidbits and all that, just that iconic that all happens in the first part of the musical, right? So, I think people are still gonna watch it, but I'm sure it will still be great, but is it gonna be as iconic as the first part? You know what I mean? Oh shit, I forgot my 애교살. 잠시만요. Glam. I shouldn't make into that line is so hard to fucking sing. The other day I spent like 20 minutes just trying to going back and forth on that one part, trying to imitate it with that diction. It doesn't help that my mouth, like you guys know, I talk like I have a fucking dick in my mouth. I have a hard time pronouncing words sometimes because my tongue, girl, I fucking tongue twisters, that happens to me naturally, girl. Yeah. Haven't you ever heard of closing the goddamn door yet? Oh my fuck, I forgot. Oh, I should have fucking put this on earlier, girl, before my powder. Oh my god, I'm fucked. I am fucked. Let me actually, let me put on my freckles. Y'all know I gotta have my freckles. Full. Too muchy. These are so fucking, I love these freckle things. I was on TikTok live last week, as I am, and there's a guy that was doing a TikTok live, and I was like, he looks like I know V from BTS, he obviously he went to the army and he actually got a lot bigger because they feed them in the army, and they did, like, according to my friends, it depends on what position you have, but for many of them, they don't really have anything to do besides cleaning, basic stuff and working out. So V got bigger. But I was scrolling through TikTok and there was this guy that looked like Taehyung, but with slightly thicker eyebrows. They had very similar nose and eyes, but he had thicker eyebrows and he's fucking huge, big bodybuilder, right? So, I got him into the chat. I got him into the motherfucking chat, honey. Also, because he started talking about, someone was asking about Hong Sok-chun, our gay mother. And they were talking about Ground, which is a gay club in Itaewon. And what they often do is, which I think is a smart idea, they'll invite some of the popular hot guys on Instagram, like, the ones that work out, that have their photos taken at Studio Avec. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. And they'll have them be bartenders at the club, which I think is actually kind of a smart idea. And it sounds fun for both the fans, us fans, the viewers, the people going to the club, and for the bartender itself. Even my one friend does that, and he's straight, but he has a good time there. Also, because he is a He's a kwanjong, he's an attention seeker, so he loves the attention, which is great. So the guy on the live started talking about it, and I was like, oh, do you happen to know my friend so-and-so? And he's like, oh yeah, blah, blah, blah. Turns out, like the next week, Ground, the club, made a post talking about like, oh, this guy is gonna be our bartender this week. And it was the guy that's on the live, and I was like, oh shit. But, oh girl, he was gonna be bartending on a Tuesday? Which I was like, okay, whatever. It's not like I work, at an office, so I can go. But my issue is I don't want to go alone, so I have to find a friend that will go with me. And two, it was actually raining so fucking hard that day. So I was like, I fucking hate rain. I know a lot of people love it. I hate it. It puts me in a bad mood. So, girl, clubbing during a rainy night is like the devil, girl. I cannot do it. So I ended up not going, which sucks because actually the day before, if you saw my Instagram story where I was like, oh, we're in hell, and I was in Hongdae. I was actually there 2 nights before this particular night the guy was going to be at Ground. So that day, my one friend, he's straight, but I was like, we're going here this night. He's like, okay. So I was like, oh shit, I got a friend to go with. But I think we were both tired from that night, from all that drinking, that we were just like, and plus it was raining. I was like, oh, rain check. House of Her motherfucking ate with this goddamn color, girl. However, I'm not eating with this fucking application. What the fuck am I doing? Hold on, now I need to put more freckles because now it feels like some of the freckles are squished under the... That's why I feel like I like the combination of the freckles and the blush, because I feel like the freckles, when you layer it properly with the blush, it makes it look like the freckles are on top of the blush. Therefore, the blush looks like it's under your skin. Does that make sense? So it feels more like in fucking synergy. Whereas if I just didn't have freckles and I just had the blush on top of my, the normal way I do it, it's like, oh, he has blush. I'm not saying you have to go and do freckles or whatever, but me in particular, I like the way it looks and the effect that it has. So it's a good thing this fucking talking part of the video is long as fuck. I don't know what the hell we're gonna be doing in Hongdae, girl. That might have been too much. Now it's a little bit dirty. It's okay. It'll be part of the concept. Let's do a little eyeshadow. Some depth. Because at the time this came out, I think cool tone makeup was becoming really popular. So they dropped this shit, but girl, there's like 1 cool tone color in here. 2, this one, and this one. The rest are like neutral. Oh no, not the white eyes. Hair makes me look like Justin Bieber, girl. Baby, baby, baby. I like your laugh. I use this shade. I feel like shades like this I never really touch in these palettes. Those are like deep, but like also shimmery, shiny shades, but they're really nice for just either one, slightly deepening the overall look when you put it near the lash line, or you can just use it all over, and that, because it's a little bit shiny, so when the light hits your eye, it will be like a little bit lighter there, and meanwhile the other parts where the light doesn't hit as much, it's deeper, so you get that sort of like 3D look without doing too much. I'm gonna use this in my outer corner here. I remember I saw a long time ago, I saw a comment. The person in the video was doing like makeup or whatever, and they put like a reddish color out here in the outer corner. And someone in the comments was like, would Asians be putting that reddish shadow in their outer corner? I was like, what the fuck? This is also true. Real. They're so real for that one. Oh my god, I forgot to contour my lips, honey. Oh, that's what I forgot to do. I was gonna put my lips first because I'm gonna be talking this goddamn much. I should put something on my lips so that doesn't look crusty. But once again, the ADHD, she's catching up, girl. Let's get into this lip, honey. Which again, fucking donut applicator. I fucking hate this shit. Oh, it smells so good. It smells like a Jolly Rancher. Yeah, whenever they have like these sort of like purpley, grapey sorts of shades, they always end up looking more red on me, which I think is fine for this look since the whole look is sort of like more of like a warmer, rosy tone look. But that's why if I do want to go for that cool tone, almost like grapey color on me, I have to use almost like grayish purple colors, especially on my lips, because my lips tend to make every color look more pigmented than it really is. This is the color here, and it looks a tad bit more red on my lips because my lips have pigment in them. Anyway, I thought it'd be cute to have on because I was on TikTok again, and I saw a girl showing when she went to Japan, she bought one of those like bags that students be using, like these sort of like rectangular-ish bags. Girl, I just got this off Taobao. I got it off Taobao, and I feel like this, I don't know if the ones in Japan would have this, but it's like a little hole for wiring your cable for your headphones in, so you can keep your song player, your MP3 player, your iPod in the bag while you have the headphones out. I thought it'd be convenient for if I have to charge my phone, I can just wire the cable through here, but I do feel like it kind of ruins the whole aesthetic if I'm honest. But anyway, this comes with like a keychain, so I thought it'd be cute to, if I need to touch up, I can have it hanging on here like that. I could also have my cute little Eugene's bunny on there. Cute. Kawaii. Kawaii. Yeah. Okay, they said they're going to be in Seoul for a little bit longer, so I'm just going to chill here and continue with FF7 Rebirth. Girl, the game is so damn long. I'm like, is it going to end now? It's still not done. It's still not, which is fine. It's great. That makes the money I spent on it well worth it, but it's a much bigger game than I expected, lengthwise. Anyway, kaja. It's Kachi!
hope I don't sound ridiculous. I don't know who this man is.
We were taking photos at the photos booth with the treasure members, yeah. That's all I know. And now we're gonna go have dinner. I don't know how to act around y'all. I feel so Red Meat Bidong, which is like my favorite place to come to when I'm here in Hongdae because I never fucking go anywhere else because everywhere else closes by the time I want to go back. So, you get it cool? Come with me, I'm nervous. Everything's shiny. I'm done. That's why I don't fucking. Girl, this shit goes off. Get a little bit of soba, a little bit of what do you call it again?
Is it uni?
Uni. That's it.
Throw the damn fish bag!
Girl, me leaving the cafe just to get that fucking B-roll, girl. 열심히 in Hongdae, this is my favorite place to get bingsoo. Surprisingly, this cafe, I don't know why, but their bingsoo is actually really fucking delicious. Y'all hear that? What the fuck? Nah, he was okay. I took my shot and then I heard some guy screaming bloody murder. Sounds like a Hongdae. It's like a Hongdae experience. She said, Avila. I sure am. Okay, so it looks like the Earl Grey milk tea we ordered, he didn't hear right. So we just got Earl Grey tea. Girl, the anxiety of being like, we didn't order this. I almost threw up, girl. They kindly are changing it, so. What the fuck am I doing, girl?
It's been a while, isn't it?
Girl, I'm struggling, bitch. It's almost 11. It's almost 11 p.m. When all the places are fucking closing, the one place is open on a Sunday evening. Our one and only Hemeko Store. This hurts to pretend like we're shopping.
I am shopping. I'm buying a shirt.
Oh,
Honey, girl, security.
I fucking love this display, bro.
It's like.
I kind of just want to swim in it if I could. Hemeko, I love you, but turn the fucking AC on. It's like 300,000 fucking degrees in here. Your glowy bombs are gonna melt, girl. They're gonna melt. These things, they're gonna melt, girl.
Oh, what you said? Queen.